Hello everyone, these days you probably saw the news about discrimination based on skin color in Taiwan and how many Taiwanese people came out and say that they don't have such an issue in their country because Taiwanese people love diversities and are very friendly towards all kinds of foreigners, wherever you are in the world, they just love them. The thing is, I do believe that discrimination exists everywhere in the world. It's not a good thing, but it exists everywhere. That's the fact. And I think it's like, human nature anyway. Humans tend to think that the way they are used to is the right way, and maybe they will, think that something that they see often or usually see in their normal daily life is the correct way to do so. So, if you've seen people that look like you or people that you see on TV a lot, maybe you would started to attract to it, or you think that, that is, the beauty standard or whatever. We'll talk about beauty standard like later in other video, but here I was just gonna talk about discrimination in Taiwan. I was a medical student in Taiwan. So basically, I lived in Taiwan for almost 6 years. And I want to say that discrimination against skin color does exist in Taiwan. From my own personal experience, I'll tell you a little bit more about it later in the video. But I have to say first that the first step to solve any problem in the world, we have to realize that the problem exists in the first place first. If we don't accept that the problem exists, we will never find the solution. So it's impossible to get better. And if Taiwanese people keep denying that there is no discrimination against anything in Taiwan, discrimination in Taiwan will always exist because you don't accept that it exists. So you just turn blind eye on and you just sweep it under the rug. So you're not going to see it. You're not going to, get any action on it. So you're not going to solve the problem, and anything that will never get better in Taiwan. So I will talk about my personal experience a little bit, and also like some of my friends who are also, foreigners. The thing is, sometimes people come and tell me that, like people that look like you, have skin color like you, as you can see that I'm not like white, like, Taiwanese people, or like just like, Chinese people. So basically, some of my Taiwanese friends told me that, you will never be considered beautiful in Taiwan because Taiwanese people don't like people who look like you. They like someone who white and petite. So basically, maybe that is like personal opinion, but the thing is, when I heard it, it sounds really offended. I feel really offended, to be honest. It sounds so offensive to me because I feel, so basically you think that I'm not pretty based on my skin color. That's it. That is why you think I will never have a boyfriend. That's why you think that I'm ugly like that. Okay. And the thing is, sometimes I was on the bus with my friends, and some Taiwanese, like random Taiwanese auntie would just yell to us and say something like, just go back home and stuff like that. And some of my friends told me before that, when they get on the bus, even though the bus was so crowded, but people are not going to sit next to us. So I'm not sure, is it because of the way we look, or is it just because of our skin color, or maybe is it just because we're just foreigners in general? I'm not so sure. And I'm not so sure how it's like in other places in Taiwan because I live in Taichung. So maybe it's better in the capital city because maybe people have a chance to see more foreigners in their daily life. And because Taichung is like a little bit more, countryside, because it's not the capital city. But I'm not really sure. But anyway, I live in like Taichung city, and I'm a college student. All of my friends as well. So we're basically a university student. So we live near the university. We don't live near the factories or something like that. So I don't understand why some people are just like mean to us and will say that we are not pretty or make fun of our skin color because we just don't look like them. And some of my friends also tell me before that, he was one of the volleyball team in school, and people make fun of him that, oh, now they can't see him anymore. Like, please don't turn off the light, or maybe at night, please don't walk out alone or something like that because people are not going to see you. Basically, things like that, people just don't say. You can think in your mind. You can say it if you guys are like best friend or something, and we just know that you're just like, being, sassy. But the thing is, they're not even close friends. They're just teammates, that they're not like friends. They're just people that they, play volleyballs together. So my friend was really, really angry, and he told them off that, please don't ever, ever say this to me again, because if you say it again next time, I might not guarantee your safety. And I know that if he get angry, he can be really scary. So basically, it happened. People make fun of other people's skin color, and people treat us differently because we are foreigners, especially when foreigners, like have white foreigners. Some of my friends or some of my like classmates that come from European countries, I can see that when those people speak one word of Chinese, they're always say, wow, your Chinese is so good. But even though I speak the whole full sentence in Chinese, not many people still say that to me. So sometimes I feel like I just don't understand. So I asked my friend, like, is it because of my accent or whatever? And they said, oh no, because you don't look foreign enough. You don't look foreign, like, don't look like foreigners. So sometimes, people don't think that I look foreigner enough, but at the same time, I will never be Taiwanese. People treat me differently anyway. So I don't know what is it. So you have to look like a white person, like European people to be, placed in Taiwan. Like people will say, wow, your Chinese is so good. And, like they want to be friends with you, they want to have like language exchange with you, they want to practice English with you, stuff like that. But if you are foreigners from other places, like maybe Southeast Asia, like I'm from Thailand, and people don't really want to be friends with you. Maybe there are some, but this is just like people around the university and people in the town. Some people come and talk to me, and I was like, what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you clearly. And then the person just say, hey, don't talk to her, she has no education. Like, how can you tell that I have no education based on what? On my skin color, on my look, or what? Or just because I just turned to you and said like, what? Sorry? Like that? It's just because I didn't hear what you say? Is that? So I'm not so sure like why people treated me like that. But there are some people who really discriminate other people based on skin color or nationality. It exists in Taiwan, for real. Discrimination exists everywhere, also Taiwan, including Taiwan. It does exist. So if Taiwanese people, you want this problem to be better, you really have to accept that discrimination exists in Taiwan first. And that's all I want to say. It's not that I hate Taiwan. I love Taiwan. I feel like Taiwan is my second home, because if there is no Taiwan, I would never have like me today. Lots of my best friends are Taiwanese. I would say that they are my best friends because I live in Taiwan for almost 6 years, and I went to university there, and that is like one of the most important part of my life. College life is like the most important part of your life. So I still keep in touch with many of my classmates. I still like have friends that we still talk to. And there are some people that they treat me like their own family. And I love those people to bits. I love them, like literally. But there are still some people that they will not, want to talk to me, or just, like treat me differently. And I can see it when with my some white friends, we really get different treatment. People would talk to him or her more than talk to me. And I talk to some of my friends who from like, some country in like Caribbean and, Africa, or India, we get similar experience. So well, anyway, that's it. That's all I want to talk in this video. Bye bye.